back to 843 TV. Joining us now to speak a little bit more about Memory Matters is Ashley Gruber. Welcome, Ashley.
Thank you for having me.
This is, again, another important subject that hits home to a lot of us. Tell us about Memory Matters and the services that you provide.
Well, Memory Matters is a local nonprofit agency that is the community resource for memory care. We were started in a church right down the road about 20 years ago, and have since grown to provide quite a continuum of care specifically related to brain health and memory services. So the services we provide include free confidential memory screenings. We also have an amazing brain fitness class called Brain Boosters, as well as a cutting-edge early memory loss program called Connections. We have a very engaging social day program for people who are in more advanced stages of dementia. In addition to all of that, we also have extensive support services for our caregivers, for the families that are caring for their loved ones.
Right.
So we have individual one-on-one counseling, and we also have support groups, and all of our counseling is free. And
great.
aside from these in-house resources, we also go out into our community to different churches and businesses, like Greg's here, who want to learn more about brain fitness and dementia.
Very cool. You mentioned Brain Boosters, which is a brain fitness class. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes. So Brain Boosters is this amazing class that's for anybody in the area who wants to be proactive in their brain health. So the key focus of our Brain Boosters class is debunking the myths of an aging brain while talking about the power of lifelong learning. So we cover topics such as stress and negative thinking and how they impact the brain and what to do about them.
Right.
We talk about the power of laughter. We talk about different brain memory techniques, which we call mnemonics. So addressing concerns such as, I'm just having trouble remembering people's names, or I keep misplacing my glasses. Or another classic one is I go into a room and I forget what I was going in there to do.
Yeah.
So we talk through all of that. Some of my favorite questions are the pressing nutrition questions, like can I have my wine? Can I have my chocolate? And so we go over all of this in a 10-week class. We offer the series 3 times a year. And actually we have our next series is coming up on Thursday, September 15th.
Great.
Great.
Yeah, and we still have spots available, so give us a call.
Well, actually, the Connections class, what is that?
So Connections is this outstanding program we offer that's specific to people dealing with early stages of memory loss. And the key focus of the Connections class is socialization, because studies show that socialization is integral in engaging the brain while keeping depression at bay. So if we could just take a moment just to think about what it would be like to recognize for yourself that maybe for weeks, but more likely months or even years, that you're just not quite as sharp as you once were. And then you get a diagnosis, and the diagnosis is Alzheimer's or another type of dementia, and just how isolating, how scary that could be for the individual and their families. And what we saw before we started Connections was this pattern in our families where they were feeling a need to withdraw from their social engagements, a need to withdraw from their everyday activities because they were really worried about what people were thinking or saying about them. And the beauty of our Connections class is that that worry isn't present. It's very empowering. Like all of our programs, Connections is what we call a safe, failure-free zone, where we focus on people's abilities rather than disabilities. So we see friendships form, we see confidence being built, and like all of our programs at Memory Matters, there's just a lot of joy and laughter in our Connections program.
I have to agree with that. I think it's the top way to stay sharp and active is to be involved and connect with other people.
Exactly.
So if they have apprehensions about doing that, because they're concerned about, that's a wonderful way for them to let go of those and say,
stay engaged, and stay involved, and make new friends.
Now, as far as some symptoms or signs, if someone is concerned about themselves, maybe they need to come and see you, what are some things that they can do? What are some signs they should look for? Like you mentioned, if they're forgetting certain things at a pattern or...
Right. So some of the classic signs of memory loss, and I'm non-medical, so I need to clarify that. Memory Matters, we're non-medical, we're a nonprofit. But some classic signs might be repeating yourself, having a difficulty paying bills. Sometimes we'll see a breakdown in being able to process numbers, not being able to track time, missing appointments that in the past, we could follow the calendar just fine, and now things are a little off. Or my husband's looking at me and saying, "You just told me that, honey. And you just told me that again, honey." So those are some of the signs. And what I would encourage people to do is that if they are worried about their memory, to go ahead and give Memory Matters a call today. Because like I was saying, we have free confidential memory screenings. They are non-medical, but it gives us a baseline if something's going on.
Right.
And that being said, if you already have a diagnosis and you want to do something about it, again, give us a call, because we have various programs and classes that are specifically designed to keep you as sharp as possible. I also would like to let the caregivers know that are listening that if you are actively caring for somebody, please give us a call. This is exhausting, overwhelming work.
Yeah.
It really is. And we have so many resources. We have a lending library. We're tapped in with the local network with agencies like Greg's. And we can really help give you a total plan,
I think that's really important to emphasize, because those on the front line, those family members who really may not be trained and have their own busy life going on,
Exactly.
they could use a little help.
Exactly.
And you provide those services for free, right?
Absolutely, yes. We charge for our different classes and programs, but all the counseling support, all the resource support is absolutely free. And like Greg was saying, for his agency right at home, a lot of the calls are coming in from adult children that are coming in and saying, "Oh my goodness, we're vacationing for the summer and we just noticed that mom's not doing so hot. What do we do?"
Ashley, great stuff. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me.
And stick around for one more segment of 843 TV.